Message from Babaji. Knowledge of God in everyday life. You become stronger, you become more conscious, you become more divine, you awaken. Loved people, to walk the path of light and the path of love means to live with energy. A life of idleness is a waste, a life without challenges is wasted, and a life without adventure is not worth living. Before you were born, each of you boldly chose the adventure of human life, and so now it is time for you to root yourself on earth and fully engage with life. The time has come when you should leave the meditation carpet or the prayer bench, because now the knowledge of God is given to you in everyday life. Live your purpose. While you are in the middle of life, the floodgates of knowledge open for you. While you struggle with this or that situation, the knowledge of God is conveyed to you. And while you often feel left alone, barely understood, and a lonely caller in the desert granted you the knowledge of God. Actions, liveliness, and energy now determine life, and it is time for you to live your purpose with all your heart, openly and visibly for everyone. We are at the transition from one world to the other. The old earth is shed like an old skin, and the new earth slowly peels out from underneath. The transformation of dense matter is in full swing. In the end, there is man in all his beauty, and the earth in its new splendor. During the transition, it is important for each individual to make the necessary decisions. Which earth do you want to live on, and which future do you want to be a part of? Separation the top priority. These decisions are now becoming increasingly clear, because every person behaves according to his choice. In this way, ignorant people and true adepts of the light live next door to each other today. Separation is therefore the top priority these days. Destructive vibration fields, sluggish and negative energy are part of life. Just as a storm on the open sea demands everything from the sailor, this energetic storm in the middle of your everyday life also demands all of your attention and strength. The greatest challenge for light warriors today is to remain within themselves in the midst of this superimposition of vibrational levels. The challenge is to remain at peace within yourself and remain confident and oriented in stormy seas. God the center. You achieve this when you allow yourself to be completely absorbed by God, when your thoughts constantly revolve around God, when your feelings are constantly moved by God, and when your actions are inspired by God and manifested by God. God is the center of all life. It is now all the more urgent that you put God at the center of your own life. It still takes time. The transformation of this earth still needs to be given space, and we are still in the middle of the storm. What to do? So you have to do two things. 1. To carry your light and your love to people openly, courageously, and without fear. Bearing in mind that this new spirit of peace and truth must now be made visible, it is important to let down our guard. 2. Isolate yourself where those around you draw clear boundaries for themselves. Where your light is unwanted, you have nothing to do. Where your ideas are fantasies and your dreams are just dreams, the ground is barren and the land cannot be tilled. Because where people's hearts remain closed, don't go looking for the key. Every person has complete personal responsibility. That is the specificity of this time. Every person decides according to his own discretion, and every person reaps what he has sown in ever shorter periods of time. Accompanied by God, the people who have chosen the light and love of God overcome their final trials. The tasks are clear and true. Adepts look for the solutions within and find them in their own hearts. The path to knowledge of God is paved. The goal is in sight, and you will also master this last part of the journey. So go and take your life completely into your own hands, responsible for happiness and unhappiness equally. Live as God requires of you, as a creature of God on earth. I am Babaji.